morning. So when you think about diet soda, you're like, okay, I can have this. It has the word diet in it. Not necessarily. It could be actually harming you. There's a new study that's out, and I was like, okay, this is kind of surprising. Wanted to call my nutritionist friend Krystal here, and she said, yes, it's true. Diet sodas are more harmful than even regular sodas. So tell me about this.
Yes, so the problem is that the diet sodas actually don't give your body any nutrients at all. No caloric intake, no sugar that can be assimilated in the cell and be used for energy. So you're drinking these empty calories. It's spiking your blood sugar just the same as sugar would, yet it's making you hungry for something sweet, for some. So these people are eating more calories and actually gaining more weight because they're drinking diet soda.
Wow. And so the study actually showed also when you drink a diet soda versus a person that drinks a regular soda, you're consuming the same amount of calories. So how does that work?
Because you're hungry, because it's spiking that blood sugar and the insulin levels. So you're reaching for something sugary, it's activating that sweet tooth. So whether you're eating donuts or candy or something, you're giving into those cravings and actually eating more calories.
Yeah, well, it's so easy. We were talking about product placement too. So we're looking at this. This is actually our station break room, and eye level, very easy to find all the diet sodas there, so you could grab that. But you know what you find sometimes in the bottom shelf? The good stuff. But we've taken it out for you. So what are some things that you do recommend?
Water and black tea. I love this black tea in glass. If you want something fizzy, you can do a Topo Chico. You can do Waterloo or LaCroix. If you want to add a little bit of, like, say, fruit juice, natural something to this while you're tapering off of that soda, you can do so. There are sodas that are sweetened with stevia, which is a much healthier sugar alternative. They're called Zevia and other brands that you can find at the grocery store.
Okay, and when it comes to kids, because kids like sodas too, would you prefer giving them diet or the regular?
Water.
Just water. Don't give them
it's really bad, and you look at the studies, and as a parent, you're responsible for their health and their long-term overall well-being, and just cut the sodas. It's not worth it.
Yes, well, I was drinking a soda, and my 2-year-old son wanted a sip, so I gave him a sip, and he was like,
it's addicting, though. If you get started, there's addictive qualities that are proven, so it's hard to stop. So not starting, really finding ways to detox off of sodas, because they're just as addicting as, say, nicotine and alcohol. So you want to just find healthy alternatives and just work your way to a healthier lifestyle. Sicknesses and diseases are so commonly caused by these artificial and the regular sodas.
All right, so stick to water, guys.
Yes.
Sorry, bad news. Stick to water.
It's so good for you.
All right, reporting live from our break room. We'll send it back over to you.
Hey guys, thank you for watching my video. So this morning I talked about the dangers of diet soda and regular soda and the impact it has on your health. In only a short, like 2 to 3 minute segment, it's really hard to drive my point home, so I just had to go with the flow, but I do feel that this is something that deserves a lot more attention, so that's why I'm shooting this video. So diet sodas wreak havoc on the body, and honestly, my mind has never gone to the place where I feel like I think diet soda is healthy, and I just understood that some people think that if they drink diet soda, they're actually helping their body to lose weight. And that blows my mind. So I did do a poll on my social media on both of my Instagram accounts to say what's worse, soda or diet soda, and the mass majority of people that voted did say diet soda. So I think there is some awareness behind that, but I just want to make sure to drive this point home. So diet sodas contain aspartame or saccharin or sucralose, and this is an artificial sweetener that's chemically made in a lab and is just horrible for you. So it's directly linked to a lot of chronic conditions. It's directly linked to a lot of neurological and really awful conditions because it crosses the blood-brain barrier and it eats away at that lining that separates, what's supposed to enter into the brain and stay out. And so a lot of issues like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and dementia can be tied back to artificial sweeteners. So this is your Splenda, your Sweet and Low, your Equal, so the pink, yellow, and blue that you want to avoid. And of course, that's what's in these diet sodas, in addition to some other horrible colors and dyes, and a lot of stuff that's not actually disclosed on the label. So they can get away with a lot because Coca-Cola and these big companies have the money. So in addition to the neurological conditions, the intake of these artificial sweeteners are tied to depression, anxiety, to multiple sclerosis, to fibromyalgia, to just like a list of harmful things. It eats at your gut microbacteria, your good microbiome, and it causes an imbalance, so it can lead to leaky gut. There's just many things, but what it's proven, and actually this caught my attention back in 2009, there was a study published that those who consume these artificial sweeteners and drink diet sodas were at a 67% increase for metabolic syndrome. No, I'm sorry, a 67% increase for type 2 diabetes, and it was over 30% increase for metabolic syndrome. So metabolic syndrome is when you have at least 3 or more of these conditions, whether it's high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high triglycerides, high cholesterol, and really obesity and increased visceral fat. So when you have a combination of those, your mortality rate increases dramatically. So these diet sodas are causing this metabolic syndrome, and they're also causing type 2 diabetes at a 67% rate higher than those that don't consume artificial sweeteners and sodas. So it's just really no joke. And the fact that parents are giving their children sodas, it's causing childhood obesity, it's causing ADHD, it's setting them up for failure for the rest of their life. Like, this is not, oh, just give them a treat, you know, when we're out to eat, let them get a fountain drink. No, like, this is serious. Like, I get red and flustered over it. Like, my daughter's dad gave her a root beer, I think a few years ago, and I mean, I flipped shit. Like, it's not okay. In addition to that, it is addicting, highly addictive qualities. It's equivalent, and it lights up the same parts of the brain as nicotine and alcohol does for addictive personalities, especially. So if you have that gene and you activate it with these sodas, it's going to be a lot harder. So I've seen documentaries, you see people that I've had, even clients that are really addicted to sodas. And so there's a whole psychological component in coming down from this, but it's just simply not worth it. It's wreaking havoc on your health and your well-being. You are worth more than that. And if you don't feel that's true, your family members and your loved ones want you around. Like, do it for them if you can't do it for yourself. Give up sodas. Don't get started if you haven't already. Do not drink diet. It's no better. So what I talked about on the news is how these fake sugars, they still stimulate an insulin response because your body is getting inundated with this super sweet, this artificial sweetener is even sweeter than sugar. So your body is being inundated and introduced to this sweetener. It's still spiking your blood sugar level, but there's no carbohydrates and no sugars and no calories that are going to convert into an energy source that can be burned for fuel. So you're just drinking these empty calories, you're spiking your blood sugar and your insulin levels, and then you're craving sugar and you're craving carbs, and it's just activating that sweet tooth, so you're gonna go and eat something that's not healthy for you. So in addition to these horrible synthetic artificial sweeteners, you're generally eating a poor diet because you're consuming the diet sodas. So avoid them at all costs. I think I've driven my point home for the most part. It's not worth it. Don't let your children drink them. There are artificial sweeteners that are healthier for you, and they're not so much artificial, but they're, you know, from other sources like the stevia leaf or the monk fruit, even xylitol and erythritol. So you will see stevia flavored sodas like Zevia, and there's a few other brands. You'll also see LaCroix and Waterloo in your carbonated beverages with just a hint of flavor. Topo Chico is fantastic. If you have to put a little bit of natural juice into a Topo Chico and slowly get kind of a little healthy sugar intake, I wouldn't recommend this for diabetics or people that are insulin resistant, but you know, there is ways to baby step off of the sodas. So just really try your best. Do it for yourself or for your loved ones. It's not worth it. And reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help you improve your health naturally.